Alright, we are checking our warm-up for Tuesday, January 26th on page 48 of our Star Master book. Okay, number 1 says Joel ran 3 miles and his dad ran 5 miles. Joel's uncle ran 4 miles farther than Joel and his father ran together. How many miles did the 3 run in all? Okay, what does in all mean? Adding, good. So even if you didn't read the rest of that problem, if you only read that question, how many miles did the 3 run in all, you should know that you're going to add 3 numbers, right?
Yes.
3 numbers, okay? So we have Joel. So I make an organized list, okay? Organized list means you're just going to make a list, and I'm going to just abbreviate their names by putting the initials. So we have Joel, Dad, and Uncle. Joel ran how much? 3 miles. His dad ran 5 miles. His uncle ran
4 miles.
No, he didn't. He didn't run 4 miles.
6.
He ran 4 miles farther than Joel and his father ran together. Ooh, so 2 steps there. How am I going to figure that out? 4 miles farther than Joel and his father ran together.
Add 5 and 3.
What do you do, Bryson?
Add 5 and 3. And the answer of 5 and 3 is how much the uncle ran.
But he ran 4 miles farther, so you also have to add 4. There you go. So I need to combine Joel and his dad first, which is 5 and 3. And then 4 miles farther means I need to add another 4 to that. So 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. Okay, so the uncle ran 12 miles. Okay, am I done now?
No.
No, what's my last step? What do you think, Evangeline? What would I do next? We already did that. We added 5, 3, and 4. I need to do it again? No, I don't need to do it again. So what's the very last thing that you would do? How many miles did the 3 run in all? So what would I do now, Evangeline? Okay, so we need to add all 3 of them up now. 3, 5, and 12. What's 3 plus 5? 8. 8 plus 12? 20. So C should have been your correct answer. Okay, so we're doing these problems for a reason. We need to start stretching our brain, getting a little bit more challenging on these word problems. Okay, so just think to yourself, if you just add all 3 numbers, I probably need to go back and read again, because in 3rd grade, word problems are not that simple. 3, 5, and 4. I mean, I think a 1st grader could do that. But they make it 3rd grade level by giving you, oh, well, you need to add Joel and his father and add 4 more to that, okay? So number 2. Hopefully they didn't trick you on this one. Ethan has 65 baseball cards. Jim has 94 baseball cards. Jim's brother has the same number of cards as Jim. How many more baseball cards do Jim and his brother have than Ethan? Okay, if I just read that through one time, that's going to be kind of confusing, right? There's a lot of names, a lot of numbers. So what do you think I need to do?
Write them down.
I probably need to make another organized list, right? Write them down and go back and read again. Okay? So Ethan has 65. Jim has 94. And Jim's brother has what? Good. He has 94 too because it says Jim's brother has the same number of cards as Jim. So the brother also has 94. Okay. Now I need to read the question again to make sure I'm doing the right thing with all these numbers. How many more baseball cards do Jim and his brother have than Ethan? Well, what does how many more mean? What does how many more mean?
Subtract.
Subtract. Okay? So I know one thing I need to do is subtract. Okay? But is that the only thing I had to do? No. We need to know how many more baseball cards Ethan has than Jim and his brother. So what does that mean I need to do with Jim and his brother? Add them. Okay? So here's Jim and his brother. I'm going to add those first. 4 plus 4 is 8. 9 plus 9, 18. Okay? So that was step 1. Step 2, I need to do what, Bryson? Very good. We're going to subtract 188 and 65. What number needs to go on the top?
188.
188. The bigger number always goes on top. 8 minus 5 is 3. 8 minus 6, 2. 1 minus nothing, 1. 1, 2, 3. C is the correct answer. Did we get that one that time? Because that one was hard too. Did you get it?
Yep.
Good. They're trying to trick you, so you have to read carefully. Even me, as an adult who's been through college, who took lots of math classes. I was a math minor, so what that means is you specialize in math. Even me, I have to read this more than once, guys. Okay, so you need to do the same thing.
So you know math even when you don't?
Yes, lots of math. Calculus, pre-cal, algebra, all of the math classes that you'll learn when you get older. Okay, so number 3. Dallas is 327 miles away from Halia's house, and Houston is 219 miles away. How much farther away from Halia's house is Dallas than Houston? Okay, so let's read that question one more time. How much farther away from Halia's house is Dallas than Houston? What does that mean? How much farther? Very good, Bryson. Subtract. If it says how much farther, how much bigger, how much taller, how much anything ending in an ER, you are always going to subtract. Okay? Now I need to subtract Dallas and Houston, right? 327 needs to go on top because it's the bigger number. Okay? 7 minus 9.
You can't do that.
Can't do that. Bigger on bottom, better borrow. So more on the floor, we go next door. 2 becomes a 1. Not an 11, not a 12, just a 1. 7 becomes 17. Good. 17 minus 9 is 8. 1 minus 1, 0. 3 minus 2, 1. C is the correct answer. Okay? Now don't mess up on your borrowing. You don't want to figure out these complicated word problems and then mess up just on your adding and subtracting. Okay? Number 4. Students voted on their favorite reward as shown below. How many more votes were for movie than for games? Oh, I hear a key word. How many more? What am I going to do, Bryson? Subtract. Okay. Now, Allie, what am I going to subtract?
40, 300,
go. You need to make sure you use the right numbers. They wanted movie and games, so I'm going to use 562, 428. Okay, we've made it this far. We've done the complicated part. Let's not mess up on the subtraction part. So 2 minus 8. Can I do that?
No.
No. More on the floor. Go next door. 6 becomes what?
12. 5.
6 becomes what?
5.
5. 2 becomes 12. 12 minus 8? 4. 5 minus 2? 3. 5 minus 4? 1. See what I mean? Let's not get this far and make little mistakes on our subtraction. B, 134. We get that one?
Yes.
Now that one was pretty straightforward, okay? And we had one pretty similar to that on our power quiz. But some of y'all used the wrong numbers. It was the parakeets and parrots one. Some of y'all added. Okay, last one, number 5. A bookstore received 505 orders for a new children's book. The store filled 130 orders on Monday and 145 orders on Tuesday. How many more orders did the store need to fill after Tuesday? Okay, who wants to tell me what they did on this one? Kelsey, what'd you do?
The numbers.
Okay, so you added, wait, which numbers? You gotta be more specific.
I added 130, 145, and 505.
Oh, you were very close, but we don't need to add 505. Remember, that's your total. Total amount, that's your whole part. So you have Monday, Tuesday, and then the rest. 130, 145. How am I going to figure out how many more orders they still need to fill? Bryson, what'd you do?
I subtracted 145 and 130. And then I subtracted the answer of that, which I got 275. I subtracted 275 from 505.
Okay, very good. But I think you kind of messed up on your explaining. I don't think you subtracted these two. You added these two first because you got 275, which is correct. Okay, so good. We're going to add these two parts first, which is 275. That's how many orders they've already filled. They need to fill 505. Okay, so like Bryson said, you're now going to take 505 and subtract 275. Is that what you did, Bryson? Okay, very good. 5 minus 5 is 0. 0 minus 7, can I do that?
No.
No. Go next door. 5 becomes 4. 0 becomes 10. Good. 10 minus 7 is 3. 4 minus 2 is 2. Now that's your final answer. 2, 3, 0 goes in your boxes just like that. You bubble in the 2, 3, and 0. Now if I were to check my work, these 3 parts right here in my boxes should equal what?
555.
Very good. It should equal 505. All right. Y'all can put that away.